Hey everyone, if you're looking for a laser level that actually keeps up with real job site demands without turning setup into a second shift, the Stabila LAR350 might be the one to lock in. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. The first thing that stands out is how little time you waste getting it to work. Most rotation lasers make you chase the bubble or fight the tripod head, but the LAR350's self-leveling is genuinely fast. You set it down, press the button, and within a couple of seconds the beam locks in horizontal or vertical without you micromanaging the base. That alone cuts the usual fumbling time by a noticeable margin, especially when you're juggling materials or working in tight spaces where every minute counts. What really matters on a daily basis is whether the tool can handle the angles you actually run into. The dual slope feature lets you set a precise incline up to 5 degrees, which is perfect for ramps, sloped floors, or drainage lines. I've seen cheaper lasers that claim slope but only give you a handful of preset percentages. Here you dial in the exact degree you need, which is exactly the kind of control that prevents rework. If you're laying tile on a 2% slope or running conduit on a 3-degree run, you can dial it in once and forget it. The LED assist system is one of those small details that becomes huge once you're on site. The integrated LEDs around the control panel light up the buttons so you can see what you're pressing even in a dark basement or under a car. It also doubles as a safety cue. The unit flashes red if it detects movement while self-leveling, so you know not to bump the tripod. That's the kind of feedback that prevents a wasted setup and a ruined layout. Now, the practical trade-off. This isn't a laser for the guy who only needs a quick straight line in his garage. The LAR350 is built for tradespeople who need both horizontal and vertical reference in one tool, and who want the option to slope when the job calls for it. If you're a weekend DIYer who only hangs pictures or shelves, you'll probably overpay for features you won't use. But if you're a framer, electrician, or tiler who needs reliable elevation control across multiple trades in the same day, the versatility starts to pay for itself quickly. One thing to watch out for is the motion sensitivity. The unit does have a motion sensor that pauses the beam if it gets bumped, which is great for accuracy, but it also means you have to be careful when walking around the workspace. If you're in a tight room with a lot of foot traffic, you might find yourself waiting a few extra seconds for the laser to relock after every pass. It's not a deal breaker, but it's the kind of small delay that adds up over a long day. The included kit is solid tripod, detector, grade rod mount, and all the brackets you need for interior and exterior work. The protector system is more than marketing. The rubber overmold and reinforced housing do a good job absorbing the inevitable bumps that happen on a busy site. That said, if you're used to featherweight lasers that fit in a tool belt, this one is heavier and bulkier, so plan on carrying it separately rather than tossing it in a pouch with your tape measure. Where the value actually shows up is in the section mode. Instead of just a single line, you can set up multiple horizontal or vertical planes at once, which is a game changer when you're framing walls or installing wainscoting. Most mid-tier lasers only give you one plane at a time, so having the option to run 2 or 3 without resetting the unit saves a surprising amount of time over the course of a project. If you're still on the fence, ask yourself whether you actually need the extra features beyond a basic line laser. If you only need a straight reference for cabinets or tile, a simpler model will do the job for less. But if you regularly work with slopes, multiple planes, or mixed trades on the same job, the LAR350's flexibility starts to look like a bargain rather than an upgrade. Bottom line, this is the kind of tool that earns its keep when the job gets complicated. It's not the cheapest option, but it's also not overbuilt for casual use. If you fit the profile, it's worth the investment. Check it out using the link in the description if you want to see the full kit details on Amazon.